morning, welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday. It's the 20th of April. We're getting closer to the end and I'm really sorry if my vlogs have become a bit boring. I feel like they're a little bit boring, but is that because I am living the actual vlog and then editing the vlog and then watching the vlog back? So really I'm doing it sort of 4 times or 3 times, and I'm not really showing much. But yesterday was a really busy day with me just engraving and all stuff like that. And yeah, and then me and Ian went to we popped to Tesco. We did have steak for dinner. No, Ian had steak for dinner and I had salmon, and oh my goodness, it was delicious. I did chips with the JD seasonings. I forgot to vlog that. Next time, I didn't use it all because it does say 8 portions and I only sprinkled a little bit in. So the next time I use the seasoning stuff, I promise I will vlog it. Even if it's not in April vlogs, I might do a little video on what I'm cooking or something. So yeah, and then last night my ranunculus got pulled back, and I did that before I went to bed. So now I have 2 of these, which I might re-cake up. I'm not sure yet, depending on how quick I'm going to use them. But I might make this the summer sorrel with this yarn. I was going to make it with the orangey yarn that I had instead. The one from, I've got a yarn from Mandy from Mousy's Makes, Woolly Mama, and oh, there's another one there, the Wool Kitchen. I think it's the Wool Kitchen. And fade it down, but I think it all in one colour would be better. And maybe a Rocket Tea in the orangey colourways. That's what I'm sort of planning. So yeah, the ranunculus is no more at the moment. I'm sad and was very deflated last night. Just yeah, it wasn't what I was planning, but hey ho, never mind. These things happen and I'd rather rip it back than discover that I don't really want it because it's not how I want it to be. I've just edited yesterday's vlog, and if you can currently see in the background, our sofa is this way round because this corner here it's really hard to do that backwards, is broke. Yeah, it's broke. It's chipboard and the chipboard has given up the ghost. So what happened a few days ago, I can't remember when it was, may have been Monday, not sure, it might have been before that, I can't remember, but Ian got up and the chair made a funny noise. Well, this happened about a week ago and the chair made a funny noise and we was like, what the hell was that? And Ian said, oh, I think it's the scales that are underneath the chair. Okay. And then when Ian come back, he sat down and I noticed the whole bottom of the chair move. And like Ian sits with his legs up, so obviously he sat down and moved his legs, so he was like rocking the chair a little bit or moving the chair a little bit while he was trying to get comfortable. And I was like, oh my goodness, the whole bottom of the chair is moving. So we lifted the chair up and Ian noticed that it was not very good. He said, I've got no tools here, no screws, no nothing to like try and put it together. So we spent about 2 hours online looking for a new sofa because we was like, do we just get a new one or do we try and repair this one? We looked for so long for a new sofa and we didn't see anything that we liked. And yeah, so we really, and Ian obviously really likes this corduroy type sofa. I know it's probably not in fashion anymore and there's not really that many online, but we got this sofa about 9 years ago. So it's done us well, don't get us wrong, it has done us really well. We've looked after it, and there's nothing wrong with it apart from this corner. And one of the cushions has got a stain on it. And it's done us really well, there's nothing wrong with it. When we bought it, we were given the option to upgrade the seat cushions to foam, because the normal cushions would have just been the hollow fibre stuff, which is in the back of the cushions, or the cushions at the back. And Ian's sister had one of these sofas, and she had to keep refilling the bottom cushions, because they would just go hard, where obviously, or they'd go to nothing, because it's like feathers, really. It is nothing. Or it's like toy stuffing type stuff. Not feathers. It's not like feathers at all. But anyway, so we upgraded the bottom cushions to foam, and I think it was probably the best decision that we did, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with our foam, and we've had this sofa for I think it's 9-10 years. We've been in this flat 12. We moved in 2011, so about, say 11 years, 12 years. Anyway, we've had this sofa for quite a while, because before this one we just had an IKEA sofa, which was like a 2.5 seater, and we had 2 of those, but we had it in the L shape anyway, just with a little gap in between the one that was here and the one that was against the wall, so you could still sit there. Obviously they were smaller than this, and it was like, I see it in the newspaper, and I was at work and I said to Ian, oh, look at this sofa, blah blah blah. That night we went to DFS, and that night we ordered a new sofa. Anyway, so we really love this sofa. It's comfortable, there's nothing wrong with it. So we was umming and ahhing while we was looking, should we just repair this one, should we just get a new one, what should we do? And in the end we decided just to repair this one, and we haven't done nothing about it since then. And then Ian got up off the sofa yesterday and it just went boom. So the front here has come away from this leg, and that is the arm up there, that is the arm bit which goes along here, and it's just all come away. So when Ian gets up, he leans on the arm, and I think that's weakened it, as well as it just not being very good. So yeah, that's the dilemma we've got with this behind me. Lucky enough, over there I can still sit in my chair. Excuse the messy table as usual. I can still sit in my chair if I'd want to. But I'm going to be over here today anyway, and Ian is going to get some L-shaped brackets and some screws and stuff today to fix the sofa. Really love this sofa. It is comfortable, so what's the point in getting rid of it when there's nothing really wrong with it? Yeah, I would like a two two-seater sofas, but there's just no room in this flat for that. I don't know, I find the corner, it's wasted space. But I do try and sit in this chair here. I do sit in the corner, and sometimes I sit next to Ian, so I do utilise all of it. And then I lay down, and so I do make the most of it. And sometimes even my knitting has a little sit down, so yeah. Right, I was only going to ramble for a minute because my battery was flashing, and I've carried on. So today I'm going to do some more engraving. I'm going to join Zoom at 11. What is the time? Got an hour. And today is Cozy Memory Blanket Day, so I might put a square or 2 into that before I go out with Ian to test fit the wheels that we got, and possibly, not sure, possibly buy wrap for the roof of my car. I'm not sure about that yet, but we're gonna see while we're out, because where the place is just around the corner from where Ian's car is currently. So it's like, well, should we just get it? They're not open on a Saturday. So yeah, Ian was like, oh, do you mind coming down and just test fitting a wheel and blah blah blah. I thought, okay. The car should be ready. Oh, I'm keeping my fingers and my toes and everything crossed, and if you would keep them crossed as well, I would appreciate it. Hopefully in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. The bloke said that it's going to take a whole day to get the car polished, and then he's got to clean some bits and pieces. Like he's got to hoover it out and clean the interior. Oh, I'm just hoping that it's done soon, so we haven't got to go there anymore. It's not the fact that I don't like going and helping. It's the fact that it's far away. It's like an hour away. And it's wet, it's damp, it's not very nice in there. When we used to go to the garage, it was different. That is literally round the corner. It's opposite Ian's mum's house, so if I got cold or if I needed the loo or anything like that, I could run across the road. And it was nice because we got to see people, like we got to see Ian's mum and dad, and Bills was there most of the time, and like maybe Ian's sisters would turn up, or Jodie, Ian's niece, and so we used to see people as well as do stuff, and it was more comfortable there for some reason. Like there's seats there. Like I've taken a chair to the unit, but at the garage there's like a chair there. You can just sit outside if it's warm, and I don't know. It's just different. It's just really different. Yeah, so I'm hoping that eventually the car will be out. We took my car to Leeds the other day. I think I said this, didn't I? And it made it, and it was fine, other than hitting a massive pothole, and I mean massive. And when I was going through the footage of the dash cam, I tried to look for the bit where I hit this pothole, but I think it was when the camera crashed. Typical. And yeah, so, but this pothole was huge. And I did check my wheels yesterday, because I forgot when we got back, but yesterday when we popped over Tesco, I looked and there was no damage, and the tyre was still up, and the back one as well, so fingers crossed it'll be okay. But oh, it was massive, and we were just screamed out. I was like, oh no. But yeah, everything seems fine. But yeah, the car did really well. It did really well on fuel. I don't even think I did half a tank. Like, mine's a diesel, and obviously diesels on, like, it was motorway most of the way there until we got to the little village that we needed to go into, and then on the way out through the little village and then back onto the motorway. So yeah, the diesels are good on motorways. And we didn't really sort of bomb it down the road or anything. We just went at a casual pace, and yeah, it was actually quite nice to get out and drive my car for a while, because I don't really do long journeys. I might go to Casey's and that's about it really. Right, let's get this video uploaded because it's now exported. I'm going to pull my my Cozy Memory out and see what colour I want to put in that next. And I'm thinking today as well, I might cast on for another yarn cozy. So I might do a square, cast on a yarn cozy, and then maybe do another square later when we get back. So that's my plan. But first of all, I need to get some laser engraving done. I'm not dressed, and that's why I'm wrapped in a shawl. My pyjamas are normally like all like this. In the summer that's fine if I've got a top on, but pyjamas, I don't know, I feel a little bit different. But it's nice to have a shawl on. I've got the window open. It is blue sky. The sun ain't out yet, so I'm hoping the blue, or the clouds, are going to go that way, and then we get the blue sky. We are due to get some nice weather today, so oh, and wind, how lovely. Right, I'm gonna stop rambling. 15 minutes, I'm so sorry. Oh, let's get some work done. So it's cooking dinner time. And we're having chicken bacon pasta with the Aldi sauce that I got. So I've showed this on my video before, but I knew I had another one. I was doubting myself for a couple of seconds there, but it is just this, and it's the Essentials pasta sauce. It is tomato and herb. It is really nice. So I'm doing that. Ian's fixed the sofa. Well, he's still fixing the sofa. He's done the arm on the bit that was broken. What? Oh, it's fixed. But it's still up on its side. He's fixing other bits that, well, just reinforcing other bits and pieces on it as well. You can't hear him, I don't think. But anyway, I'm doing dinner. We're having chicken bacon pasta. So I'm just cooking some chicken up. And I've cut some mushrooms. I'm going to cut an onion. Obviously the pasta. Cut the bacon. And it all goes in the pot with the sauce. And it's yummy. And if you didn't know, or you are doing Slimming World but want some new things, I suppose, I use these soft pittas. I do put them in the freezer because you can, and they're nearly defrosted already. Actually, they defrost really quickly, but I use these as pita bread. So I cut them in half, like open them up basically, rub some garlic over it, and then put some cheese, and then I just whack it in the air fryer for 4 minutes, and they go quite crispy, but they're really nice. So yeah, and you can have one as your healthy extra B, or they're 6 sins each. So Ian will probably have 2, and I'll only have 1. So yeah, Ian will probably have some of this for lunch tomorrow as well. But I'm going to do some more engraving tonight. There will be a shop update tomorrow, and what I'll do is, before I end this vlog later, I'll show you what's going in, because obviously this will go up tomorrow. So yeah, there's a few tags and stuff, so I'm looking forward to getting them photographed, and that will all be done tomorrow now because of the light. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But at the moment I'm excited for my dinner because I'm starving. So I'm going to carry on cooking. So this is the sofa at the moment. Is it ready to go on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move the cushions up the back. Not that I can really get there, but I will, and it can finally go back, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be okay. So it's the next day. I'm so sorry I didn't finish the vlog, but I'm going to get it uploaded. And I thought I'd quickly show you what's going into the shop. So I was going to do this last night. It got really late by the time I'd finished doing what I needed to do and stuff. So I thought I'd just quickly show you some of the stuff that's going to be in the shop. There may be more. I'm going to carry on engraving today, taking pictures and stuff like that. So we have the knit stitch design, and on the back we have the Kitchener stitch. These all will be will include a toggle clasp, but a big one, or a bigger one. So they will all include this. That light is not very good, is it? Let's see if I can make it a bit not as bright. Turn it upside down. It will all include one of these. So this would look better on a bag and stuff, as I was going to do ring pulls. So this is what the original design was going to be. But I thought, well, if people want to clip it to their bags and stuff, the keyring hoop is obviously a lot harder, where this is easier, and it can just go on a ring pull or a tag on your bag. Like if you've got not this bag, but if you've got like little tags like this, you can just hook it on and stuff. So that's gonna come with it. And then so that's that one. Then we've got for all the Stephen West fans out there, I know there's a few, I've got the same design on the back, but then we've got my Stephen West, so you can clip this to your project bag and know that it's your Stephen West project. We also have this one here, so this one. So the original ones that I didn't have anything around it, it just had my Stephen West. I was like, it's missing something, it needs like a border. So I designed a little border. I thought that was really cute. So we've got that one. We've also got Make One Left, Make One Right, all on the same tag. So you can clip this to your bag if you are doing regular increases, or any increases really that include Make One Left, Make One Right. So they're really, really good. We also have the discs. So at the moment they are all just living in this little box. So we have knit two together, slip slip knit, beginning of round. We have, what's that one, increase and decreasing, back and front, make one left, make one right, and whoops, just in case you've dropped a stitch or there's an error there you have to fix. So yeah, and I want to say thank you to Karen for that one, because she did mention that on our Zoom, and I thought that was a really good idea, so thank you for that. Yeah, I am going also to be doing numbers as well. So on these discs I'm going to be doing increments of 50 and increments of 20s, and I might put them in a little set. So yeah, if you need to count your rows or stitches or something like that, you've got that as well. That's what I'm planning on today, once I have just finished putting some more. I've got some fronts and I just need to do the backs, and then this one I've got the front, well, the back, front, whatever, and I just need to do the back of that one this morning. So every single one will be slightly different. Obviously all I can do is put it in the machine and the machine will do what it does. So like for instance, a couple of these, like there will be darker parts, there'll be lighter parts, and I think it's more to do with the wood than it is the actual machine. Obviously all wood is different, no matter how you cut wood. You have rings in wood, you have knots in wood and all stuff like that, and even though they all look pretty even, but like this one, you can see there's a dark part through the middle. So I might think, or I think that that might come out a bit darker in the middle and stuff. So they all will be slightly different, but they will all have on them what they have on them. I've also found out as well that I can actually cut with my engraver, and yeah, I did this. So I just did just a general oval and did this, and I thought that was quite good. So that's all that's going in the shop today at 4 PM. I will put a post on my Instagram and I need to take pictures. So that's the plan, and that's about it for now. So thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and I shall see you all tomorrow in the next video. Bye guys!